Hello everyone and welcome to the first long format video and first challenge video of the channel. I will be attempting a Heart Gold Shiny Only challenge. No Nuzlocke, nothing crazy fancy, just something light that isn't necessarily hard, quote unquote, but it's going to take a while. So strap in, this is part 1 of the Shiny Only Heart Gold playthrough, the calm before the storm. As you guys will probably imagine, there has to be some kind of rule set. Nothing crazy. Rule number 1, a shiny must be caught before each gym. So up to the 6th gym, I must have a full party of shinies. HMs and ability users cut, fly, or things like static to increase my certain encounters along the way. Totally fine, but they cannot be used in battle. And rule 3, which tested me many times in this challenge, do not go insane. Let's see if I can follow that one. As any good shiny only playthrough must begin, we start at the lab for a starter Pokemon, and boom. After only a little over 1200 resets, which is about 3600 Pokemon seen, because you can actually see all 3 starters in their shiny form before you take them, as you can see in this clip. So it's actually one of the easier shiny starter hunts, probably the easiest ever, if we're not counting eggs and Masuda, but that's something for another video. So now I start thinking, we've got the starter. What do we aim for next? All these things are running through my head, the routes, the encounters, morning, night, day, all these different things, headbutt, rock smash, resetting. There's so many different options. I try not to get too deep into thought at this process, so I grab my Totodile, I check his stats out, not the best nature, but something we can work with, and I press on. And after only 507 random encounters, nothing planned, just me running around kind of unlocking stuff, I managed to find another shiny already. And it's a legendary one. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. If you know, you know. The shiny Wooper appeared after only 507. Like, this run is crazy. I can already tell I'm ramping up the pace. This is when I start playing a lot. Now, mind you, if you get an easy shiny, surely it's not going to come easy, right? No, surely not. As you can see in this clip, it's sped up quite a bit. I threw a lot of Pokeballs at this thing. It did not want to join the party. It was definitely giving me a hard time. But you must persevere when a shiny shows up. Thankfully, I had just enough Pokeballs. I only had a couple left when I managed to catch this thing. You can see my hand shaking, like, this is getting wild. But finally, and I mean finally, after I'm almost out of Pokeballs, I managed to catch this Wooper. Like, literally, look at my hands there. Like, I'm shaking. I'm freaking out, but 1, 2, 3, boom, there it is. So at this point, I'm thinking, I may as well progress through the story a little bit more. Nothing's really holding me back, so I head my way to the Sprout Tower and take care of that, and I pick up Flash and unlock a little bit more of the story. And at this point, I figure, I may as well make my way to the gym. So I start walking over there, and I accidentally click on my Totodile to talk to him. And he found a shiny leaf. Now, I don't know the actual odds on these, but I know these are quite rare. I think you have to collect 5 for a trainer card, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, but this is a crazy lucky run. So, along the way, I got a little bored, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran. I didn't really have time to focus on the story, but I did have time to kind of run back and forth. I did about another 8,000 encounters, mainly focusing on things like Hoot here. I did some Mareep, a couple random things, but didn't get lucky, so I figured it's time to take on the first gym. We have 2 Pokemon. We can technically do 2. May as well at least take the first guy out. So we make our way to the infamously easy Falkner. He leads with his little baby Pidgey, and with 2 water guns from Wooper, we make pretty quick work of poor little Pidgey. Next up was Pidgeotto. Again, fairly easy encounter. 2 bites from Totodile, and he was done for. So at this point again, my brain starts turning. I've beaten Falkner, I grab the Roost TM, and I start thinking, what should I do next? At this point, I really just need to unlock more of the map. I'm not getting lucky in these random spots I'm checking again. I got too lucky too early, and I just don't see that happening again for a while. So it's time to unlock a bunch of stuff and push towards the second gym. So my first stop was the recently acquired Rock Smash. I can now use it because of that gym badge. So I pick that up and I make my way to Slowpoke Well to unlock another very important resource. We take out Team Rocket and we free Kurt. Kurt is going to be quintessential for this run. As you remember from the Wooper encounter, I almost ran out of Pokeballs. That cannot happen again, and it never will, thanks to Kurt. I've been picking up apricorns passively through all these shiny hunts, running around, this and that, and I've gotten a ton of apricorns. Every 24 hours they respawn, and every 24 hours you can make new Pokeballs with Kurt for free. My next obstacles, they were just too big of a wall. The Bugsy fight, that Scyther's a big meanie, and the rival, the Bayleaf, is literally one-hitting both my teammates, so I have to give them a little bit of juice. I slightly overlevel and I evolve Wooper, and then I decide that I have to do the same with Totodile if I want to stand a chance against this second gym and this rival fight. Again, not a Nuzlocke, not too strict on the level caps. I try to be close to them, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I did a ton of encounters in between this point and the last gym, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to take out the second gym. So we make our way to Bugsy's gym. Now, this is such an aesthetically pleasing gym. Look at this Deathfall pit trap with a spider mechanism. It's just cool. It is what it is. Don't at me. So the Scyther that was giving us tons of hard time, I Rock Smash, crit, and a Death Drop into one slam, and he's out of the game. This is huge. 2 slams take out Metapod. Easy work. And finally, out comes Kakuna. Same thing. 2 slams from our oh-so-powerful Shiny Quagsire. And Kakuna is out the game, and Bugsy has been defeated. We pick up the second badge, as well as a very powerful TM in U-Turn. This will be very important later, especially when we get a certain shiny later that has the Intimidate ability. Spoiler warning, I guess. Next, I figure out that Croconaw gets Ice Fang at level 21. This is massive. This turns the Bayleaf from an impenetrable wall to a bit of a luck fest. I can 2-hit Bayleaf with Ice Fang. I just need it to not Razor Leaf crit me, and I need it to potentially go for a Poison Powder. This could be game breaking. So the time is now. I take on my rival. Gastly is easy work with a single bite taking it out. This was not the case before evolving, so this is huge. He was using Curse, he was using Wild Stuff, he was pretty aggressive, so it's good to take him out early. Surprisingly, Bayleaf comes out next instead of third like before, and I land the first Ice Fang. This is massive. And he Poison Powders me. The literal ideal situation. This is massive. So as long as I can land this second Ice Fang, this is easy. And it connects. This is massive. This was a huge wall. I know this sounds weird, the second gym and the rival fight being a wall, quote unquote, but we managed to get past it. Last but not least, we have Zubat, and a single Ice Fang takes him out. This is game changing. This was a huge wall for me. I had done another about 8,000 encounters, I want to say, just because I couldn't beat this. I was convinced I needed something else, like a Mareep or a Geodude maybe, who knows, but we managed to take out our rival. So after over, let's say, 80 hours of in-game time, plus another about 15, 20 that I passed out and didn't save or whatever, we have finally made it past the second gym. We have finally beat our rival, and we make it to Ilex Forest. It's been a wild ride, people. Again, I have 76 hours at this point clocked in. It's easily closer to double that between the, resetting, between just planning, encounters I forgot to save, like I would not save and I would reset just out of bad habit from resetting earlier for the starter. But again, 2 shinies, 2 badges, over 100 hours easily. We're looking at over 8,000 random encounters so far. we're looking at what was it, 12, a little over 1,200 resets. Yes, so the numbers are crazy. This could take me literally months. This first episode alone has taken weeks, but I will do my best to up the quality. Let me know in the comments. This is my first time doing something like this, so I want to get better for obviously the future episodes and future challenges if I choose to do them. So let me know in the comments what I can do, and let me know if you're enjoying this type of video. I am a clips channel. I will probably continue to be one unless this video goes crazy. So yeah, forgive me if the quality is not the best, but it will get better going forward. This has been episode 1 of the Heart Gold Shiny Only playthrough, The Calm Before the Storm.